welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to do another Miss A haul, but it's not going to be an entire face. It's going to be something different. I've done entire face like hauls from Miss A. I'll link those down below if I remember to do so. But I have been liking the fact that we do have a Miss A in Albuquerque, but then I don't like it because then I go over there and just, it's overwhelming. I feel like they're overwhelming in there. It's an overwhelming sensation. There's so much stuff, and usually if it's messy, which Albuquerque's known to have some messy stores all around. Some places are pretty clean, some just aren't. It's just the way, I guess, the way it is. But I wanted to try some items that kind of stood out to me. So last time in my last video that I posted, I did do a full face. Of course, the foundations were a miss. The mascara was a miss. The liquid liner was a miss. These shadows were kind of hit and miss for me. The brows were definitely a miss. This lipstick, we're not going to talk about that one. That one's just terrible. It was a miss as well. So there was some stuff, especially the mascara, that was like that was the worst product ever. But I didn't notice that you could do, there's some items in there that are just kind of like stood out to me, and I was just like, wait a minute, I didn't know they had these. So I wanted to kind of try it. And then honestly, my husband found a product. He's like, hey, look at this. This looks funny. Maybe you should try it. I'm like, okay, I guess I should. He's really supportive that I've been coming back to YouTube. He kind of has been pushing me a little bit more to do it just because he says it makes me happy. And it does. It does, to just kind of play with makeup and have fun and not be so, you know, makeup shouldn't be a chore. It should be something fun. And I wanted to come back to a fun space because I have always loved doing makeup, applying makeup to people. I mean, that's the same thing. Applying makeup to myself, you know, all that stuff. All that jazz. So I thought I would just go in there one more time because we were just kind of out and about, messing around, killing some time. And then, you know, I told him, can we just go to Miss A just to see if there's anything different in there that I missed last time? And he said, sure. And then that's when we kind of like went a little crazy on some things, and he was helping me find eyeshadow and stuff like that. I'm a huge eyeshadow junkie. If you don't know that, I love eyeshadow. So the fact that I could build my own eyeshadow palette was very intriguing to me. Color-wise and what we had available in my location was a little bit lackluster. But if you buy these, and I don't know if anybody's seen these in their Miss A, if you have one, there's little tiny little guys here, and they're individually, excuse my nails, I'm like in the middle of trying to figure out what color to put on. But they're like little single shadows, and if you pick 9, you can get a free empty palette. So I was like, oh, that sounds like fun. Maybe I can build myself an eyeshadow palette, but it just depends on the actual, if it's good or not. So I did, and they come in these little packages here. And of course in a little like plastic doohickey. This is the last one I need to enter. This is the shade Royalty, and it is a blue. So I want to do something, if you can kind of tell my color story. This is very like fall-esque vibes. This really does. But let me tell you, here's my honest opinion about that palette. It's hard to get these all 9 to fit. They don't all fit. Whoever said 9 fits in this was clearly not measuring correctly, because, see, there we go. I'm like losing colors. This is just absolutely horrendous. And, yeah, see, I can't even fit the 9th color in there. That is my huge gripe in here, and I'm sorry you can't see what I'm doing, but they don't fit. Like, who? Who thought that these would fit? Because you can't fit it in there. All right, so here's my color story that I created. Honestly, this last color is not going to stay in, so I'm not going to tilt it all the way. But it's kind of a fall-esque jewel tone vibe. I know when I'm filming this, it is spring, but I wanted to play with these colors because they really appeal to me. All right, and then another thing, because we're going to already get started, because I have to get ready. What time is it? Yes, I gotta get ready. So this is the waterproof eye makeup seal Like, I have no idea how to apply this. This is from AOA. It's cruelty-free. I don't know what this does. Like, what does it do? Doesn't smell like anything, which is great. I don't know. I don't know if it's like a clear eye primer base, or is this like a gloss that you put over top? I don't know. It feels oily though, but it does kind of dry down. Let's go on the Miss A website. Let's hope this doesn't irritate my eyes. Miss A eye makeup seal. Oh, it's like a lock and seal. It's supposed to be comparable to J-Cat's. I don't know how these are used. I really don't know. Okay, let's look it in. Oh, okay, I see. I don't know why I used it as a... Why did I use it as an eyeshadow primer? I don't know. It's a liquid converter that transforms powder formulas and pencils into smudge-proof, all-day lasting makeup. Mix in with your powder makeup to seal it and make it waterproof. Can be used with eyeshadows, glitters, and more. So it's not necessarily an eyeshadow base, but I put it as an eyeshadow base. It's a mixing medium, so kind of like the Inglot. So we have to play around with this, okay? I put it as an eyeshadow primer, my mistake, but let's try it out as one. I know, I just totally wiped my eyes off. So I didn't ever get to try their brushes. And I wanted some more detail eye brushes, so I just kind of got the basics of what they are. And these were $1, so they're just different eyeshadow brushes. We're going to go ahead and start with the eyeshadow. And like I said, the downside to this 9 pan is they don't all fit. You have to like shove it in there. Oh, I think I got it. I won't be able to pick up the pans and tell you what color is what. Ooh, yeah, that did not work. You have to like bend. Yeah, that's not working. This is terrible. This is the downside. You're not going to get all your eyeshadows to fit. They're all going to pop out. No matter what you do. And I feel like if you squish them in there, it's going to make it worse. So, disappointing. Disappointing. All right, so we're going to start off with a transition shade, which I did pick up a transition shade. What's the color? I might as well just pop them out because Sand Kissed is the shade that I'm going to start off with. Oh, this is terrible. Terrible. Because I was like, okay, we're going to do the basics, some dark colors, and then just see from there. Okay, so we're just going to go and it'll work. It's not brow bone highlight, but it's kind of like a nice mixer. Alright, so I really want to do some deep colors. I want to do this purple that I picked up that I thought was really pretty. This one's called Crisp. And if you want me to swatch them, I can swatch them for you. Nice swatch. I'll swatch them for you. Let's look at Sand Kissed. That's the first one we used. Like I said, it matches my skin tone, so you can barely see it. And then we have Prim, which is a little lighter than my skin tone. Can't really see it. Alright, so we've got the purple that we're going to put on. Pick it up with a brush. Okay, patchy at best. Maybe I should have just done a stickier base and not do a transition first. I really honestly can't do transitions first because my eyes just don't adhere, but this is an excellent brush though, by the way. I know it's a shimmer, but there was hardly any mattes. Hardly any mattes. So I'm going to clean off this brush. Go into Sand Kissed to blend the edges out. So I probably should have seen if I could find an in-between color, but I didn't want to make, I didn't want to make a bigger eyeshadow. Okay, I might just go back in and get a bigger palette because this one was free with the purchase of 9 pans, but they don't all fit, so I need a bigger palette. So I might go back in if I ever get time to go out that way and put these in a bigger Z palette. All right, so I needed a lid shade. I really was gravitating towards this shade, and I felt like it was really pretty. I don't know if I'll put it with it, but I think I'll use this color instead. So this color just drew me. This one's called Storm. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous teal. And it has a little bit of reflect in it, like a pink reflect. So it's really pretty. I might do that for the lower lash line. For the purposes of my lid, I'm going to use Warning, which is a nice copper color. I always like coppers with purples. Ooh, see, look at that. Swatches are quite good. And then I did get a tiny flat detailed brush, and we're just gonna pop this on the lid. Oh, wow. That's really nice. Look at that copper color. It's so pretty. Wow. And the quality of the shadows aren't bad. All right, so this color, I always have to get a nice kind of bronzy chocolate. This one's called Glimmer. And honestly, the formula is really nice. Look at that swatch. These are swatching really nicely. The colors, there's so many colors there, but it was just hard to find something that's cohesive. And I'm going to put this in the middle. I just thought these were great. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and pop Crisp to kind of marry the two. And just kind of buff out those edges. I go very sloppy on the outer corner, so not bad. Very nice. All right, I'm going to take Sandkissed again and just kind of buff these edges. And then we're going to go into Prim and just kind of fix that area. Perfect. Okay, so let's go ahead and pop on, I'm just going to use my Touch in Sol primer. I'm freelancing today, so that's why I'm just kind of like trying to hurry a little bit. I give myself about an hour to get ready. But yes, okay, so I found this. This is the AOA Studio Air Cream Foundation. I wanted to give another foundation a go. This one is L1, non-toxic, vegan, and cruelty-free. The ingredients are mineral oil is the top one. There's a lot of like synthetic beeswax. Not sure. I'm going to try and do some more research on ingredients so that I can be a little bit more educated in that aspect. Because I do as far as like specific brands, but I've lost it. You know, like it's been years since I used to work at Ulta where I knew a little bit more about product knowledge. So I kind of wanted to blend those together and do more research. But there's a shade. Ooh, it's thick. She's thick. A little light. I swear, see, this is what happens every time. So I go ahead and try and see if I can get a color, and I always end up, look at this, getting too light. Well, this is good for, I would say, look at that. It is full coverage. I will give it that. I'm going to have to go back and get a darker color. It's so hard to see the colors in the lighting. Oh yeah, this is not going to work today. This is not going to work today. That's way too light. I'm going to have to mix. I'm sorry guys. I know I said I was going to do a full face of this. Well, I didn't say it in the video, but I was going to plan on doing that, but we need to put something on top. I'm sorry. I gotta fix this. I do not want to look like a pasty ghost. So I'm just gonna go ahead and use it as a base, and then just, God, pray for the best. I do have a powder that will darken it, but I just mixed my MAC Radiance Natural Radiance foundation with it. This does go a long way. Now, if I had a better color, this would actually be not bad. So I'm wondering if this is, especially in this area, will it cover? Not as much. So this would probably be good for, definitely be good for, and I do have some of my Good Apple left, which I might just mix with it, because, oh my, I need to match. This is not going to fly. I feel like this will work for my looks. If you haven't followed me on Instagram, I will try and link that. Remember to link that in my description to follow me. I do birthstone looks every month. That has been a project of mine for a while, and I really wanted to execute it this year. So I've just, I go from natural looks to really pale looks, so I feel like this would be great for those looks. Will it be great on its own every day? Absolutely not. Look at that. It's too light. I had to mix my Good Apple with it. I'm so sorry. Bust. I should have bought a color so I can darken it, because it was actual powder colors. So this is like the powder. This is translucent, so I thought that would be perfect for my skin tone, and then this could just not darken it, but I should have just gotten the darker powder so I can match it. That was terrible. Okay, so color-wise, it's just so hard to match in the store because it's just terrible lighting. That's my biggest thing. Okay, so I got the AOA Studio Porcelain Concealer, which it looked dark in the store, and I'm looking at it, and it looks a little bit light, but not too bad. It won't correct what I've got going on here. But like I said, if it doesn't work out for me, as every day, I put them in my little special effects kit to kind of work on looks with it. Coverage-wise, it's actually quite nice. I don't know if that's just the remnants. Sorry, this was not the best accurate test. We might have to go back and get a different color. But I don't go out there much, so I'm like, okay, so when the heck am I going to make it out there? How can we salvage this, guys? We're going... Okay, we've got to... Where's that concealer that I used? It was not a good concealer. It was decent, but this is the concealer that I used last time. Maybe this can salvage some stuff because it's quite dark. See that? For my skin. Maybe mixing it together might save it. Oh my god, this is terrible. It's going to end up looking so muddy today, and I'm going to be like sewing makeup in this. Oh no, see, it lifts. Okay, so this is a huge flop. Absolutely. Alright, we fixed the face. That was a no. This would be good, like I said, this would be good for my special effects days. Not every day, it's too light. I'll have to see if I can go back and see if I can do redemption on that. But I did use my Estee Lauder Double Wear in 2N2 Buff. That's the shade I use. Ew, that was terrible. Terrible. Alright, let's finish the eyes because I wanted to go on to the product that I was all excited about. We're going to do for the eyes, I'm going to do for the outer corner, I'm going to do Royalty, which is a royal blue, which I'm excited about. And then I'm just using, and this is what, E115. So the blender brush was E104. The packing brush was E122. Sorry, I didn't disclose that. I know, you're probably like, this color story doesn't make sense. I like it. I'm just using it on the outer corners here. Sorry. I'll get close to my mirror so I can see. And then I have a little detail brush here, which I probably should have gotten a little bit more of a fluffier one, but I'm going to blend this out with this shade, which is Envy. And I'll do those swatches for you. I know I haven't like set my makeup. Usually I don't do my lower lash until I set my makeup, but I have some things to put on afterwards. Okay, so this does need a little bit more of a smaller buffing brush, in which I do not have. I'm just gonna grab one from my stash here. Yeah, all right. And then we're going to go on, clean this off, with the beautiful Storm shade. And put that in the beginning. Oh, you know what? Like, I need a mirror. I need to get close up and personal here. That is pretty good. Not as vivid as I thought it would be. What's going on here? Let me use the flat brush. Oh, there we go. That brush did not do it. Pretty nice. Okay, we're going to just kind of stop there with the eyes, and I will do, let me do the swatches here. So here's Royalty. And then there's that teal matte shade, which is called Envy, and then Storm. Storm is kind of not as pigmented, but that's okay. We're going to be all right. We're going to keep moving on. All right, so the next item my husband actually picked out, this is the Mood Glow Color Changing Gel Blush. So it is clear, as you can see. I can't get this open. And of course it is sealed. Get my little scissors here to get it open. Oop. I don't like, I mean, I get it, it'll dry out if it doesn't have a seal, but some stuff is just hard to get into. It doesn't come off clean. Oh, I can already see it changing on my fingers. Whoa, that is insane. So, I'm grabbing some, and it feels like a gel, of course, and then I'm just going to rub it on my hand. Whoa, it's very glossy. It's not as, it looks like it starts changing a little bit over time. I'm not sure how this is going to go. I'm going to get a beauty blender, pounce it in, and just kind of do the excess off, and then just see how it does with my double wear. Oh, that's nice. It looks like it didn't pick up some of my foundation, which is good. It just gives a nice flush of color. All right. It's not, it's hard to say. You can see the color, but this side doesn't seem like it picked up a lot of color. But look, it's all pink on my hand. When I wipe it, it's gone. So who knows what the longevity is going to be. This is interesting. This is very interesting. Oh, it did pick up some of my makeup. If you look close, do you see that? Kind of picked up some of my makeup, so we'll see how that sets. I'm a little scared. Alright, so if we're going to use cream blush, we got to use cream bronzer, and I'm just using my Juvia's Place one, and I'm just kind of pouncing that on the perimeters to warm up the face. This is the shade Caramel, I guess you could say. Caramel? Caramel. Because it picked up this area. Ooh, I don't know. This blush is a little hard to say. I might have to fix that area with a little bit more double wear. Oh my gosh, I'm making a mess. Do not get double wear all over the place. So I'm just going to kind of repounce some double wear in that area. And then I'll apply it with my fingers, perhaps. I don't know. It just did not fare well. It is not a good... No. No. Alright, let's try this again. We're going to use our fingers this time. It's very, like, goopy. See, it's like goopy. So I'm going to take some off and just kind of lightly stipple that on. Okay, that's a little bit better. Not life-changing, though. Oh, no, it's making a mess. I think I was better off with my... Okay, so it's not the best. It's kind of picking up some of my foundation. It's very sticky and goopy. So this is definitely a pass. I'm gonna have to play with it later. Not a fan. Not a fan at all. So I'm gonna go ahead. Oh, we gotta set the face. So we've got the AOA Flawless. I really want to see. Like, I really don't have time for all this stuff happening. So I'm gonna do a translucent powder. I don't want to put this all over my face because look, it's giving me white cast. Oh, oh no, no, this is a, we are not doing that. We are not doing that. Let's fix this. Let's fix this. This is not, oh my goodness, that was a fiasco. I have never in my life, okay, this is weird. I did not like it. I would probably use this. Let's use this on the lips. Good on the lips. Oh. Yeah, see? It's better. It is so much better on the lips. Okay. Not recommending this, and it doesn't give you a lot of pink. It gives you a slight pink. So you can see my fingers slightly pink. On the cheeks, definite no. On the lips, it could work. So we can make this work. Definitely make it work. All right. So I do have these guys. I had not seen them last time, so I saw them this time, and I've got the shade. They look like ColourPop singles, but they're quite big. They're as big as like the highlighters and the bronzers. I'm so assuming. So I got the shade Era. This is called Venetian Romance Creamy Eyeshadow. Let's see. Oh, that's nice. Ooh, I like that shade. So I don't technically have a spot for it, except for, you know, usually if I don't have a spot for things, I technically just go, oop, and just pop them there. Oh, that's pretty. Just like that. Awesome. I like that. Okay, this is really good stuff there. And I do have an inner corner shade. I had to get this one. This one is called Libra. Naturally, I'm a Libra. And let's swatch her. Ooh, yes. Gorgeous. Beautiful inner corner. I mean, honestly, these shadows impressed me. I might have to go back and get more. Because, like, if you're looking, and like I said, I do have to go back and get myself a bigger palette. The drawback is these 9-pan ones will not fit in the 9-pan. Like, the 9-pans do a bigger size and just do whatever color or whatever amount you want. I feel like the 9-pan palette does not do great at fitting all of the 9 colors. It does absolutely terrible. They pop out. I don't know if you have to display them differently. I don't understand. Like, I had to shove the blue in and it, see, I'm still shoving it in and I don't want to crack them or break them. Like, you have to, like, slide it. Okay. It's still not magnetizing. It's still giving me problems. I don't understand what, like, oh, yeah, see, they keep popping up. Like, it's, like, not working. Am I doing something wrong? No, I think I got them all to kind of, nope. They just popped up. Yeah, they do not stay in there, but we're gonna, that's my color story that I made. I might zhuzh them around, but luckily it closes so they'll stay secured. So yeah, I love the eyeshadow. It does a great job. Very beautiful job. I'm just kind of buffing out all the edges here. Perfect. All right. So I had to save my blush, and I do absolutely, if you have not seen these at the Miss A store, these blushes, gorgeous. The bronzers, gorgeous. Like, I'd probably go a little bit darker, but this is a nice softness to it. Now, let's do highlight. I did pick up another one of those eyeshadows, and this is the shade Crystal Visions, and we're going to swatch her. Oh, yes. It's like a green highlighter. Yes. We're talking. Now we've got some redemption pieces here. Let's use it, yeah, let's use it as a highlight. Okay. a little splotchy. Could be my application. My application's terrible. Let me get a denser brush. Ooh. Okay. Do not recommend these. Put it on as a highlighter. Okay. Okay, we can save this. We can save this. Alright, so it's not quite the best highlighter because it goes on pretty sticky, so it's not, yeah, it's not good. Not good at all. As an eyeshadow, yes, I can see myself wearing it as an eyeshadow. So I'm going to say face and put my, ooh, that might have made it worse. My Modern Mercury on top. Yeah, that did not. I'm having a bad makeup day. Folks, I am having a bad makeup day. This is just terrible. I'm going to pounce with no product on my beauty blender thingy and just kind of soften it. There we go. We've got it. We can fix it. We can fix makeup. Makeup is not the end all be all. And I'm only at the store for like 4 hours, so this will be okay. We're okay. All right, so use not as a highlighter. Let's use it to pop Libra just a little bit more. Oh, and tie in those colors. Yes. Okay, as a shadow, perfect. Because sometimes you could use shadows as highlighters, but this one you cannot. You cannot. Simply cannot. All right, these are wins. These are wins. I like them. I like them. And I need another makeup towel because I'm making a mess. All right, so I'm just going to go on to lips. I'm going to remove that excess. It does not feel sticky. So it's not bad as a, like I said, a lip, you know, just to bump up your lips a little bit. But I did find a lip that I hadn't seen before, and this is the Buttery Blur. My husband even liked the name, Buttery Blur. This is shade Mauve. I need a mauve. Okay, I like this. It's a very... smells cheapy fruity. But it's a pretty color. So it gives you just a slight bit of color. Oh, but I like it. I like it a lot. We'll see how this does. It doesn't feel dry or anything like that, so that's good. All right. I think we've gone through everything. We've gone through everything. Let's go ahead and kind of run through real quick on my thoughts of all the products that I had bought again at Shop. Alright, so I do like the look that eventually came of this disaster of complexion. Again, okay, note to self, bad, bad, bad. Do not pick up complexion again. Don't. So, with that being said, it's too light. It felt heavy on the face. It looks heavy on the skin. Look at that. It's too light for me. L1 is not my shade. I probably would be maybe an L2, L3, but I didn't see any there. So shade options for complexion are very limited. The packaging is very cute. That's why I was like gravitating towards it. I'm like, oh, very cute. But I'm going to put this in my kit for doing my special effects makeup. So it will have use from it. I feel like it's going to be a good use. Oh my gosh, I didn't even put mascara on, guys. That's how this whole thing kind of, I didn't even put liner, and I didn't even put mascara. I'm just popping on my tried and true Estee Lauder. I know, you're probably like, why do you talk about Estee Lauder so much? Well, I like it. Black & Onyx, favorite pencil. And then just some Essence mascara. But anyways, to be honest, this whole thing was not good. Well, the eyeshadows. Let me go to the eyeshadows. Eyeshadows, the quality is perfect to me. Like, it is, these are really pretty. And the fact that I get to build my own palette, I might just go and just buy them all next time I'm out there and see if I can fit them all in a big palette. That's the question. That's where I might have to just stomach and just find a cheap kind of Z palette. I know they don't make Z palette anymore, but like, you know, those single eyeshadow palette magnetized pan thingies. I should just make one like that. But yeah, this is definitely, it does not fit. The color story I figured out, and I finally got them to kind of stay, but I'm afraid they're going to pop out. After numerous attempts of trying to get them all to fit, I'm afraid if I touch them, they're all going to pop out. But there's my color story that I decided on. Very jewel tone. I love the shades. You know, they did a very good job at blending, and my brow bone one worked in the long run. The shades just were very vivid. They were gorgeous. And yeah, I went off the deep end and did some teals and some blues and some purples. But like that color story, I'm sorry, that's like the worst part to put on. The color story, pretty nice. Not bad. Packaging wise, terrible. Does not fit all the 9 pans. I recommend getting a bigger pan and getting a little bit more shadows and then having them a little bit in there sparsely. Just kind of create your own color story that way. Not terrible. Packaging is absolutely horrendous. Horrendous. Will not recommend the packaging, but we can make it work. We can make it work. We have to, right? Brushes did really well. This is by far my favorite blending brush now. It really buffed everything out. Soft focus, easy to clean. I felt like it did a great job at doing what I needed it to do. The detail brush worked very nicely applying that lid shade. I probably should have gotten a little bit more of a fluffier brush to blend out instead of this one. I know I got the wrong kind of one. This one's good for liner. It's excellent. Like, these brushes are pretty spot on. Pretty spot on. I like them. I like them a lot. That was probably one of my favorite things about this haul, is that the brushes were only $1 and they did very well. So I am excited for that. The Mood Glow, terrible for the cheeks, good for the lips. So I do not recommend getting a jelly. I mean, it doesn't smell like anything, but it's so sticky. Look at this. See how goopy it is? Not the best for the cheeks. It's nice for like a flush. I feel like if you don't have any makeup and you have a good complexion, it would work. For me, in the not so good complexion area, I cannot put it on top of my all day wear foundation. It picks it up. Usually cream blushes like the Juvia's Place, they do not pick up my double wear, but this one did. This one I'm going to use in my lip drawer. So I'm actually going to put this in my lip drawer as a lip stain. Perfect. These shadows, great. This one as a highlighter, not so great. These as shadows themselves, excellent. Look at that color in my inner corner. Love it. Very good. So these are definitely kind of like, sort of like ColourPop, but not really. But the shade range was kind of lackluster. Not the best shade range. Where did I put all my single shadows? I guess I'm just going to put them right here. Alright, we do have the, this is a no. This is more for highlighting. I did not like it in, I put it under my eyes, but I noticed that it's starting to like accentuate texture. But under the eyes for brightness, it does do a great job. But it is not for the faint of heart. This is very white. This is going in my special effects kit. Oh, this I didn't get to try. I totally should have done that. Let's go ahead and try it. Well, I have time. I have a little bit of time. And let's try it with a powder shadow. Oh, okay. Let's try it with this. This is LA Girl Shifter Shade. Let's make a liner out of it. So I'm going to take a little bit of that makeup seal. It's very oily. And we're going to take a little bit of our powder and mix them. Okay. Oh, it does make a pretty good liner. Let's use it. And it actually does very well. Oh, yeah. Okay, we've got something happening here. It does a pretty good job at making it, and look at the shine on there. These are very creamy as they are, so probably why it works best, but this makes it even more like liquidy, and it slides really, really nice, so not bad as a making a shadow liquid liner. Longevity wise, I don't know how it's gonna go. I might have to play with it more. But yeah, it did a great job. Really bumped up my eyeshadow. See, that's what it did. Let's try another eyeshadow. Let's try a matte or something, because these are creamy as it is. Let's try our AOA colors. I want to see how it transforms, and I'm just going to put like a small drop of this stuff, and then I'm going to mix. Oh, they already popped out. I knew they were going to pop out. Why? So close. I might have to cut it or something. Who knows? All right, I'm going to take Storm, which was that metallic teal. These do not mix well. It's got to be the formula. So it just sheared it out. So as for the cheaper ones, no, it does not do a good job at making them a liquid liner. For the more good quality ones, it does make it a pretty good liquid liner. All right, so that one's kind of like to be determined type of deal. I feel like I can't really say how I feel about this mixing medium, but I'm kind of curious to try it. It goes in my makeup kit so that I can make some colors from that. Okay, lip. It feels comfortable. It's a lot more purple than I imagine. Mauve is like a purple pink, so doesn't feel dry. It feels very smooth, so not bad. So again, with Miss A, you have tons of misses in complexion. I've determined that complexion is just not going to be their thing at all. Concealers suck. Oh yeah, I didn't even talk about the concealer. I like put it away. I don't know. See, that's how forgetful this stupid stuff is. Like, where did I even put it? Oh, so this stick concealer, I feel like it's going to be for my special effects. It was too light. It looked kind of dark. I was like, porcelain, it's gotta be like darker, but it's too sticky creamy. This is definitely going to be for special effects as well. See, and then in the long run, I kind of win with that, because then I end up getting a lot of special effects makeup that's not going to cost me an arm and a leg, and it goes really well in that aspect. So love that. Just repowdering, because that HD one, nope, it ain't it. Alright, so that's my AOA second attempt. Single shadows, great. Lip, great. Mixing medium to be determined. So yeah, if you want me to do a compilation video of the ones that I do like out of the 2 hauls that I've done, let me know, and I can definitely do a little bit more detailed review on that, because I feel like try-ons are not really detailed. I can do like more updates on that. So yeah, please like and subscribe. I appreciate it very much. I'm trying to get back to this channel and really bring it some life. So do give me some tips in the comments if you like something better. Quality wise, I'm not going to get a more expensive camera. I'm sorry guys, this is not my full-time job. It's going to be a little bit of a while for my channel to grow, and maybe I'll go into an investment on my actual camera and editing tools. So give me some time to do that. So thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you in my next video. Bye.